Random Sport Classics on Blaine County 24 hours. I'm wearing the t-shirt for it. See how it goes in the rain. This video is brought to you by my real life racing series. Catch up on all of my real racing exploits with the link in the description, where you'll hopefully enjoy what have always been some of my favourite videos to make. What a start from the retinue? Silvestre. Silvestre. Nice and easy into the first corner. Went too wide, got slowed down. A lot of HSW cars in this. Well, there's two HSW cars. There's some very quick cars, there's some very slow cars in Sport Classics. It's raining to start the race, but it is current weather in the job, so it is gonna last for maybe 6 or 7 more minutes, the rain, and then it's gonna dry up. We're gonna be here for 6 laps of the full Blaine County 24-hour circuit. 3 different cars per lap, all from the Sport Classics class. And I feel like the Sport Classics has always been kind of synonymous with Blaine County 24 hours. That old school sort of track with the old school cars. They always work really well on this track with the high top speed sections and tricky corners and whatnot. So when we got the recreation of Blaine County 24 hours made, I thought, just like I did with the North Loop, what if we had a random class specific race with multiple car changes per lap on the full circuit? North Loop was obviously random sports cars and 5 cars per lap. This works out to be about 3 cars per lap. Okay, Mamba is very much towards the bottom end of Sport Classics, but I got a really good start with that Silvestre. The throttle control off the line, no boost starts were on and everything, so it was all about throttle control in the wet, rainy conditions, low grip. It's a great start. That set me up very nicely indeed. But there's a lot of bogey vehicles we could get in this. A lot of good cars we can get to that can change the complexion of the race. I think I did allow and add the special vehicles as well that you normally can't get in Sport Classic races. So the Deluxe or the Stromberg. It's basically as many vehicles from the actual Sport Classics class as possible, including those you can't get in normal Sport Classics races. Stinger GT, absolutely beautiful car. One of my favourite cars in the game. Sounds great, looks fantastic. Handles, it's a lovely car to drive, challenging. This race is just going to be me gushing about my favourite class in the game, isn't it? Big field spread already. But again, Stinger GT these days is close to the bottom, certainly in the bottom half of Sports Classics, lap time wise. If I get the Sterling GT or the Turismo Classic, it will be the HSW version. Back when Rockstar gave cars actual character. Yeah. Not like now where all cars are just grip speed monsters. GT500, okay, a little bit quicker. We do have repeats obviously that we need to think about. That could happen. The functionality is in the creator, in the dev hidden creator settings to be able to do random select races. So you could do, say, this, where it's a set number of laps. Like the known unknown races that Rockstar made. The functionality exists to make those. They just haven't enabled it. Like, I could set this to be a race that's guaranteed to be 6 laps. And you go through 18 cars in those 6 laps and everybody gets the same 18 cars, just in a different order. Really compete with some of those top tier sports classics that have just passed me. I haven't had any top tier cars yet. The S tier is the 2 HSW cars. A tier is the Turismo Classic, Cheetah Classic, Ardent. B tier is Rapid GT Classic, Retinue Mark II, something else. Torero? Torero? Speaking of! And the Infernos Classic is around there as well, I think. Okay, this is one of my first good cars. See if I can close in. What's the gap? 18 seconds. That's an HSW car from there now, must be on this. That's where you want the HSW car as well. For this long back straight. Good to have Blaine County 24 hours back. The recreation, I really like it. Updated to modernised. Oh, really? One of the very few sports classics I don't have. I would have been better off getting any of the Tornadoes, or the Manana, or the Peyote, because I actually own those. This is one of the very few that I don't own. Okay, well this is going to be a rough Sandy Shores section. I'm going to have to hope for some better luck in the second half of the race. It is a peaceful, it's going to be a peaceful lap. That's true. I actually have a special garage for, I call it slow classics. I've got every single Tornado variant, plus the 2 Mananas and the 2 Peyotes. I know the Manana Custom is technically in the off-roads class, but I treat it as a sports classic because it's stupid. Peyote in sports classics, Peyote Custom in sports classics, Manana in sports classics, Manana Custom in muscle. What? This has been a rough segment. Okay, something fast. Oh, come on! Well, at least it's a custom version. At least I own it. Speaking of that, slow classics garage. I'm doing good on the predictions today. I'm getting cars that I talk about. How about that Turismo Classic HSW, eh? Great car. They took a great car and then they made it even greater with this speed. Back when they made HSW versions of old cars rather than just sticking them onto some random new vehicles. Those were the days, weren't they? Same with the Sterling GT HSW. Those old cars with the HSW, that's when HSW made sense. Breathing life into old cars like the Turismo Classic and the Sterling GT. This is the fastest of the 3 slow classics though, I think, if I remember correctly. I think it's a little faster than the Peyote, and both are much faster than the Tornado. Look at the field spread. It's a massive track, this, and there's people everywhere. I might get some lappery. I did think it would be interesting with sports classics though, because there is a wide variety of cars and pace differences, as we've already seen from my selection. Oh, come on! Oh, come on! How come when I talk about slow cars, I get slow cars, and then when I talk about fast cars, I get slow cars? Strange, your Turismo Classic HSW looks different. I know, right? Right on the bloody back straight as well. Oh my god. Obviously, the Fagaloa is also one of the very few sports classics I don't own. I do own basically every single sports classic, and I feel like apart from 2, and I think I've had them both in this race. The Michele GT is the next one that's on the chopping block for when I need some space. But I actually think I own every single sports classic apart from the 2 that I've gotten. How ironic that the 2 cars that I got I don't own when I own everything else. What are the chances? Okay, 3 then. Nebula Turbo as well. Oh my god! Why am I getting all the cars I don't own? This is painful. Nebula Turbo is horrific to drive as well. I think I saw the Jester Classic pass me earlier on the back straight of this lap. I should have disabled that really, because it's in the sports class, isn't it? It was in classics when it was first released and, well, first added to the game but not released because it was so bad. I probably just ticked the entire sports classics box. Well, this has been a painful lap. A great start in the Silvestre. Ruined. Okay, Toreador, now we're talking. Now we're talking. Time to spam that boost. Can't get this in a sports classic race normally. Time to claw back sometime. Now we're going. Let's go. I'm so far back though. Not really gaining much, I'll be out of it soon. I knew that was a bad place to boost. I always do that. Okay, I can see them at least on the map ahead of me. Top 5's always possible. The Toreador might have single-handedly brought me back into a fight for a top 5. Make sure to boost before the checkpoint. There's the Michele GT. The one that I was talking about that's next on the chopping block. Because it drives horrifically. Again, a slow top speed car on the back straight. I am having some real bad luck. Considering I like, this should almost be as rigged as the sports car random race that we did on the North Loop, because I own basically every single car in the class. I've just happened to miss everything. Yeah, it's relatively flat, so the Michelle's not too bad. The advanced flags are just terrible in general, though. Oh yeah, I forgot about the Uranus Lost Speed as well. That's one of the new top cars. Oh, sweet Jesus. Really? Really? Okay, so there's 4 sports classics I don't have. And I only don't have this because I've got the JB 700 regular version, which is identical to it. I don't need the weapon. And the regular version you can use in normal sports classics races. This one you can't. But this one you can only get in random races. The regular version you can't get in random races. Oh, it's such a joke. Got to overtake a Fagaloa though for 8th. Got this to only be able to remove the weapons from it. I know, that's the ironic thing, isn't it? The weaponized version, you can remove the 2 guns on the front. In fact, this doesn't even have them by default. Whereas the regular version you can't. But you can't use the weaponized version in races, but the regular version you can. But then that's opposite for random races. This car shouldn't exist, man. Swinger. Okay, well, at least we're getting a bit quicker. What's our gap? 1 minute. Yeah, that's not getting caught. 2 laps to go. 5 more cars after this. Tornado Custom. Something fast behind me. Swinger's got horrible advanced flags, but it's nice on the flat. And it's so good when you remove the advanced flags. Such a disappointing car. Okay, easy come, easy go with those positions. Up 1, down 1. Not really in a fight for top 5, are we? 5th place is just down the road. Maybe a little bit too far. It could all change though, depending on the cars we get. A couple of HSWs on the back straight. We must have had some lappery. Yeah, nice sunset to finish the race as well. This has been great. Starting in the rain. I haven't had any car from the top 3 tiers, have I? Actually, the Toreador might have been in... I think the Toreador's in tier B. So I've had 1 car from like the top 3 tiers. Yeah, I'm actually catching Subaru though. Hey, and 5th place is just up the road, unless it's a back marker. Could be in something even slower. Fully upgraded Tornado Custom catching a stock Dynasty. This is the beauty of sports classics though, you just get so many. I wish they had a vintage class for things like the tornadoes, POTs, Mananas, things like that. But Sports Classics is so varied. Okay, finally a top tier car. Rapid GT Classic. It's got good grip as well, so that's going to help me for the Sandy Shores section. Is that a Rapid GT Classic in front? Have we both got the same car? We have, haven't we? 5th place is 10 seconds up the road. Okay, top 5 is always possible. Still got a lap to go. The lead's changed as well, up at the front. Yeah, Sports Classics is my favourite class, just because it contains most of my favourite cars. I don't like the more recent cars that they've added. Like, the heart of Sports Classics to me is things like what we had originally, the Monroe, Big Arlie Z-Type, like those Stingers, those are the heart of Sports Classics. But I still like the class. There's the Jester Classic Sports, the sports car interloper in the Sports Classics class race. Yeah, I should have disabled this one really. For those who don't know, the Jester Classic, when it was added with whatever DLC it was actually added with, it was in the Sport Classics class. But its model was so bad, so many issues with it, that they held it back and never actually released it until the next DLC. When they fixed it and then released it, but it had changed class then to Sports. But they didn't do a full job of it like they did with the Impala SZ recently, when they changed that from sedans to muscle. So that's why you can still use the stock version in Sports Classics races and the custom version in sports races. And I've just forgotten to take it out of this random race selection for Sports Classics. It shouldn't be here really. It's a sports car. Well, it's officially in the sports class. Okay, we are fighting for 5th on the last lap. There it is. Oh, why always on the back straight? Why always the slow cars on the back straight? Why can I never get an HSW Turismo or an HSW Sterling? You actually did call it stock Manana time. It's not a stock Manana, it's my Manana, but for the I've got this car twice now in this race. God damn it. 4th place looks like they're in something slow. They're going very slowly. Top 3 are gone. There's a very close battle in the top 2 between Benel and JV. Bedless on his own in 3rd. We're going to be in a fight over 4th place. That was lucky. I don't know what GT driver's in 4th, but it's very slow. It's slower than whatever I'm in. It's really slow. What is that? What is that slow? Could be like a stock Tornado maybe. Having a fully custom, fully upgraded Tornado, it makes a massive difference to its performance. Oh, my final car is going to be a Dynasty again. I can't even fight with it. That's it. It's all over. God damn it. GT driver's in something slow as well. That looks like another Tornado. If I'd had anything, any of the many sports classics that I actually own, even probably my own Tornado or Peyote or Manana again, and I could have had 5th, and it's given me the bloody Dynasty again. So out of 18 car changes, I've had what, 5 of them be vehicles I don't own. there's what, like 30 cars in the selection, and I have 26 of them or something like that. It'll be something, because they don't have the entire Sports Classics selection, unfortunately, in the creator, because they're stupid. I own both the Roosevelts. I own both the Stingers. How painful. Even the special vehicles I've got, like the Toreador, the Deluxe, or the Stromberg, the extras. 7th. That's payback, that. Because I had such a good sports race on North Loop, because I own every single sports car. The random gods have been like, well, you don't own every single sports classic, and we're going to make sure that you are aware of it. And I got very aware of it right now. Damn. That's so unfortunate. Right, look at this. Look at all these sports classics I have. All these top sports classics. I'm going to go to the next one. I'm going to show all of my sports classics garages. I'm doing it. Here it is. Here's the next set. They're all in order of pace and performance, lap time wise. Look, we got the Z types there, the retinues, it's all there. Third one. Yeah, there's the regular JB700 that you can't get in random races. There's my 2 Roosevelts, Frankensteiner, going down the order of pace and performance again. And there, look, there's the slow sports classics. Every single Tornado. Mariachi as well. Both the Mananas, although one of them's in muscle, so it wouldn't have shown up anyway. Unless I had made it available. And the 2 Peyotes. Plus the Michele GT. Plus the special vehicles with the Toreador, the Stromberg, and the Deluxor. That's 43 sports classics I own. And I got so many of the stock ones that I don't. God damn it. So salty.